Yes, people, welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again. I do apologize, just a short one, time needs short notice, and I didn't know if I was going to be back on time. I got AJ. How are you, AJ? You okay, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm fine, mate. I'm fine. This is your first time here, isn't it?
I know it's my second. I was
Second
here
time.
last year, but yeah, still feels like the first time.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I do apologize, guys. I do apologize for short notice. I do apologize for that as well. I just thought of this show as well, which sounds interesting. So it could transform on my channel as well. So, guys, if you like the video, like you rightly see, then hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button as well, please. And if you like the super chat, then just click on the $sign. And if you'd like to become a member, it's just 99p. And you know exactly what to do as well. Just one quick news as well. I am going to say is ticket scams as well as going around on social media. Please be careful, right? I mean, look, if you're unsure, then do not buy it at all whatsoever. Yeah, if you don't get from the club shop or from the box office, if you're unsuccessful, then and you're thinking about buying a ticket, please be extra careful because at the end of the day, there's a lot of scams going on as well. So I'll just let you guys know on that one as well. We're going for the comments as well. And got Leslie, big up to Leslie. I hope you're okay. And yes, please like subscribe. Thank you so much. Matty Mags, got my tickets today. Yay. Good man. Yes, I got mine as well. But I'll get mine either tomorrow or Thursday. And welcome to Leslie. Sorry about the short notice, guys. And congrats, Smash Chuff. Big up to Gary D as well. Better late than never. That's very true. Late is great. Not. Big up to Ian, by the way. I hope you're okay, my guy. And thank you to Mighty as well. I got Gary D as well. Absolutely right, Gary. Totally agree there. But yeah, what we're going to do tonight, we're going to do the 5 reasons why that Newcastle United could win the Carabao Cup. And I've got my 5 reasons why, because I tell you what, we're going to discuss it. We'll go through it, right? We're going to go one by one, and we're going to cover around about 10 minutes on each topic as well, if we can fit it in. So the first one we're going to talk about, oh, by the way, AJ as well, if you tell us where you're from, mate, so the viewers know.
All right. So I'm presently located in the West Midlands region. I'm based out of Birmingham now. Long time Geordie. Like moved into the UK to be closer to Newcastle United, to be honest. You know, I moved like very recently in the last few months, and you know, there's big Indian contingent that I'm part of, Indian Newcastle fan contingent that I'm part of, Toon Army contingent that I'm part of. So one of those lucky few that made the trip here. So I've been to the UK so many times, watched our games so many times. So yeah, essentially me moving to the UK, not just for career purposes, but to just be closer to home, essentially.
Great stuff. So there you go. If you follow AJ on the social media, people, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Thanks so much indeed. Right, the first I'm going to talk about as well why I think Newcastle United could win the Carabao Cup on Sunday. This is the first reason. Geordie's taken over London. Now, Newcastle fans given 33,000 tickets, yeah? But there's rumours are they're going to get 50,000 turning up without tickets as well to create an atmosphere. They could go to Trafalgar Square, King's Cross, Harrow on the Hill. And my opinion is this is our first final for 24 years, right? And also as well that we're looking forward to this, yeah? We're going to be more up for it than Man United because we play Man United at Wembley, as you know. And we need to you know, be up for it on a Sunday and let the fans know that we really want to win this competition and do the fans proud. So, AJ, what's your take on that one, mate? Do you want to take it over London?
No, absolutely, mate. I'm already headed over to London tomorrow. I haven't got my tickets yet. I was in priority 6, you know, and what do you call it? I applied for the ballot. I didn't get it, you know, rightfully so, if I may add, because there's so many people that had applied earlier that deservedly. You know, that should have deserved the tickets that haven't got it. So there's no reason for me to be, what do you call it, feeling upset about it. But yes, I'll be a part of the contingent that will be shouting, for us from outside the stadium. So, I think, like what you rightly said, John. I think one of the things that's really going to boost us is there's so much of positivity about our club right now, right? I think that should transcend into the pitch, transcend into the entire scheme of things. That how Hedia is be looking at things, how the entire team is going about our things. I think they'll want to do it for us. We want them to do well. I think that energy, right, is definitely an X factor that you can't write off. So I'm totally looking forward to us having a good game. Forget the result. I think we'll have a really good game. We'll put on a really good show.
Yeah, and you know what it is, right? And is that a cross sign there? Sorry. Yeah, and also as well, I mean, if you think about it, right, there's lots of Geordies living in London. We got fans over the world going to come. We got one guy from China, right? It's going to come from China to Newcastle, and I think he's got a ticket as well. We got people from Australia that's coming over as well, and also from Dubai as well. So Newcastle are a massive, massive worldwide club, right? And I don't care what anyone said, we're a worldwide club. And let's be real, right? They're looking forward to it. And since we had the takeover, this is our very first step. That's what was first of many finals in the future.
Yep. No, absolutely. I think it's just a sign of things to come, right? Hopefully, it becomes more and more regular, and all of us get to be a part of it, live. But like you said, I think that us taking over London is no, what do you call it? No mean feat, right? It's going to be a celebration. We are going to be there on Saturday. We're going to be there on Sunday. There's so much of vibes that we'll create, right? And I think to some extent, I think it'll be intimidating for the opponents, all right? And I've been to a game in Old Trafford, just us, 3,000, 4,000 fans, away fans. We just outsang them all evening. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case at Wembley too on Sunday.
It's going to be very interesting as well. It is going to be, you're absolutely right again, my guy. Let's go to some more comments. Please hit those comments coming in and the likes as well, please. Thank you so much indeed. Got one from Leslie, even to Gary Ian, even to Dan Hall. Oh, you okay, mate? Everyone say hi to Dan. Let's paint London black and white. Yes. Well done, Gary. Top guy he is. How's it going, Dan? I'm fine, mate. Hope you're well too, mate. And got one from Simonas. Big up to we still need to find out where he's from. If he lets us know, then we can just say where he's from so people will know. Hi to you, mate. This is definitely a sign of things to come. For years, we wanted to be competitive in the Prem and have a good cup run. They give us that. That is from Paul. Paul, that's a good comment, mate. War flags are planning something that involves every Toon fan in the stadium and asks that each wears a black and white and bend a scarf. Cannot wait to see it. Do you know what? I'm going to record that as well on my content as well. Leslie, that's a fantastic comment there. And how did that person from trying to get a ticket when you need to be a season ticket holder and have been to a cup make
not necessarily 25 points? Not necessarily, John. I think you just need to you should have attended, I think priority 6 or 7 was just you. The criteria was you should have attended one cup game.
Yeah.
All right. So we could have still put your name in the ballot and had your name picked up. So we picked up. So
fair enough. And so Mona said that Gary's not that. He's about Chelsea, I'm sure. And I'm going to share your live stream on my Facebook. 37,000. Hopefully you get some new views in, mate. Dan, thank you so much, mate. Do that, mate. If that helps us get some viewers, thank you very much indeed. I appreciate that. Thank you. Big up to Jules from Norway, by the way. I hope he's fine. And got even to all, everyone said less, and everyone saying hi to Jules as well from Norway. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, right, I mean, like I said, we got better fans than Manchester United. I'm not being funny about Man United fans, but at the end of the day, right, we're going to take over Trafalgar Square, to King's Cross, Harrow on the Hill. We're going to take over. You know, we're coming to town. 50,000 people without tickets, Jay. It's coming in. Wow. Yeah. They're just here for the atmosphere, my guy.
Already. Look at us. got the t-shirt already out. I think it's going to be a proper invasion. I think one of the comments said, I think we are going to paint the town black and white. All right. We're going to be there everywhere. It's going to be a party carnival-like atmosphere, right? Regardless of the result, we are going to be there having the time of our lives. So yeah, it's going to be a celebration. So I'm totally looking forward to this weekend, to be honest.
Absolutely, you know what I mean? But absolutely right. I mean, I don't know. We got a better fans than Man United. I mean, to me, Man United, I'm sure the fans will be up for it as well, but not as much as we are. Do you know what I mean? Could you imagine we win the trophy, man? Can you imagine the 54 year? That is amazing.
I think it'll be one big party that'll run for weeks or months together. But like in all fairness, I just hope we don't get caught in it, because I think we've done so well to earn our fourth place or fifth place right now. But I think we've been fourth in the Champions League spots for the longest of times, right? So this shouldn't take away the, what do you call it, the focus and effort that we've put thus far on our league position, right? Once that is done, once we are through with the celebration, we should be right back up in making sure that we reach the Champions League spots.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we got a comment as well. We've got it's got Truls by Guspia. It's our scoring and red cards for addition. And that's fair enough, Truls. Was there in the 70s and 90s, you always had a better time than opposition. Leslie, you're absolutely right. 2 year, how can I listen but fun and see for real? Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that, my guy. I appreciate it. Thank you. And big up, John, you're a legend. And big up to your guest. His name is AJ. Big up to you, mate. And I hope you're okay. He's a big Leicester fan as well, I believe. And yeah, we're going to the second one where we could win the competition. And if I can get this one up as well, is Alan Saint-Maximin. Now, the last 2 games, he's been on fire. The last game against Liverpool, he showed a glimpse that he could be a key player for Newcastle United. He looks a lot fitter. He looks up for it. And what he has to do now, AJ, is he's got to transform that into the big game on Sunday. And if he does that and give Dalot a hard time, then believe you and me, he can be a star man. But the question is, will he be up for it? And secondly, is he going to be a man on a match?
I certainly think so. I think if we were to kind of go far in that game, I think Alan Saint-Maximin would be one of those players that we really would count on, right? And I hope he gets to play slightly central as what he did the other day when we were down to 10 men, because that then gives him the license to run at the central midfielders or central defenders, right? And we've seen with, like, for example, when Arsenal went to town at Manchester United, I think what had happened was the likes of Saka and Martinelli on both sides, right? When they started taking on these players, I don't think United have that good defensive setup as people are making it out to be, right? They're there for the taking. And with Casemiro, I think he's missing that cup game, right? I think he's missing the final. If he's missing, I don't think Sabitzer is as good a player as Casemiro. So we should try and play him central in those central areas so that he has, even if he gets 3-4 opportunities, and God willing, if he converts 1 or 2 of those, I think we could really, all that's required is for us to score a goal or 2 goals. I think we'll then shore up the defense, and I think it'll really play into our hands. I think all of these guys are amazing game managers, have turned out to be amazing game managers under Eddie Howe. So it's just a question of us scoring 1 or 2 goals. I think then we'll ace it from then on.
Yeah. And do you know what it is, right? I mean, he always said that he wants to be ambitious as well. He wants to be ambitious. He wants to take it on. Do you know he wants to win things? Now, this is a big chance. This is his big opportunity to make sure that he wins things as well in Newcastle United. He's come here. He wants to win things. Now it's his time to prove us that he really means it. And I truly believe that he's going to be Aries. So we're going through the comments as well before we come back. And it's, he's been long, big plans. I think you need to transform that some more. I'm sorry, mate, but I get what you mean, mate. Our finals, we are different to league matches. I think ASM will be on fire. Jules, we have we still have to contend with the on-field officials. Only one I trust is Oliver Aston Leslie. He's not missing Johnny B. Yes, but the offsides won't be shallows and so on. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Les. Chance well. I hope Isak starts on Sunday. He shows what he's all about and bang a goal of 3. I hope that's the case, Dan. I'd love to score a hat-trick. I'd love him to do that. Do you know what I mean? I want to get him a 10 out of 10 for that reason, man. But I like ASM. He's getting a lot of stick from Newcastle fans at the minute, like, you know, and people say, get rid of him, get rid of him. Yeah, but this guy's a baller on his day, right? He can have like 10 good games and 20-odd poor games. That is the thing, right? But those 10 good games can win us a game, right? Takes 30 points. Then the rest is history. So he's going to have to start because Anthony Gordon's cup tied anyway. So ASM will definitely play. But can you see ASM be at Newcastle next season?
See, it really depends on what he wants to do, right? I think we will be looking at buying new players on what do you call it, on the wings, right? For sure, they're going to be spending big on a couple of these players. There's already so many names that are being floated around, right? So it really depends on if he's up for a fight, right? I think the club would want to keep him because, like you said, he's the X factor, and he's a match winner on his own, right? We would want to certainly keep him and see how we can best embed him to the current setup, which works as a team, right? It doesn't provide for individual brilliances. Everyone will have to buckle up and do what Eddie's asking them to do. But it really is down to whether Alan Saint-Maximin wants to really put in all of the hard work and be up for a fight and reclaim his place in the position in the team, and not just the team, right? He's talking about making it to the France World Cup team the next time. So for him to get there, I think these are the first few steps that he has to take.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, we're gonna have to see what happens in that case, and I do like him, and he is going to be key. He is going to be key for us, and he will be up for it as well. Let's go on to Mark as well. Big up to you, Mark, and have you got your tickets? I will be getting it tomorrow, Thursday, mate. So I am successful. Don't worry about that. I got either confirmation, and I shall be there. So I shall be at Trafalgar Square on Saturday afternoon, and then I'll probably go to Big Ash Street, have something to eat there. And on Sunday, I'll be stopping at Pinner, and I'll be in Harrow on the hill, and before I make my way to Wembley. So check us out. I'll be doing some content as well. I'm feeling Isak. That's Simone again. We should start Isak and Wilson. ASM has a great chemistry with both. Jules, I don't think he's going to play Isak and Alan up together. Isak and Wilson, I'm sorry, I don't think he will. I hope I'm wrong though. We need goals, so both in my opinion. So he's going for it. He wants to play them all. Go for it. But I can't see Eddie doing it. 4-3-1-2, in my opinion. That's from Jules. That's not a bad formation, by the way. Like Miggy has a 10 role. Aza's a true big game player. I hope he gets plenty of minutes. Leslie, he will do, and I hope he does. How much would it cost to buy a replacement ASM? Way more than we paid. Exactly, Andrew. Big up to you, Andrew. I don't know if it's your first time. If it is, then hit the subscribe button, please, mate. Thank you very much indeed, my guy. And Cavalia, the Napoli, would be worth 80 million quid as well. That guy, Rasmus Højlund for Atalanta, I love to attack him as well. That guy is absolutely a baller. Next season will be next numbers. If sure mentioned or no, do or not be fine. And let's just change to Andrew as well. So yeah, I mean, look, where would you play? Where would you put him? Where do you put him? I'll put him as probably definitely on the left hand side, and also I've noticed he plays on the right as well. So he's floated about there.
No, I think we should be playing slightly a different system just to kind of catch United off guard, right? Ten Hag would be planning. I know he has the Barcelona game this Thursday or Wednesday, right? And then he has to prepare for the cup final. But I think he'll be setting his team up to play a 4-4-3 from us. If we can just slightly jiggle it or give him a surprise, right? Where we start playing either a 4-3-2-1 or 4-3-1-2, right? Just to kind of change things up and just to unsettle them. And I've seen us play really well when we score a goal in the first 15-20 minutes. if we can continue to do that, if we score 1 goal or 2 goals in the first few minutes, I think it'll really then, it'll be our game to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he'd be definitely key. And also, Eddie, I love to see Eddie change it up as well. I really do like seeing change it up. If he does that, then players will be flexible as well. So, and Gordon can learn a lot from ESM on the training pitch, in my opinion. He is a good player, but he's slowly getting into Newcastle. And big up to Andrew DB, by the way. I missed your comment there. Do apologise. And I've been watching your vids since you started, John, mate. Sorry, Andrew, it's my bad. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah. And please hit the like buttons as well, guys. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, please. If you'd like to donate, then it's open as well. So we've gone on to ASM. We've gone on to Rolys on tour. The next one we're going to talk about, and it's a key one as well, Ajay, Bruno is back for suspension. Now, how relieving is that?
It's like just Bruno coming back into the fold gives me that like 20-30%, ups my confidence by 20-30%, right? He's just magical. Like there's, I would be wearing a hat, Bruno's magic hat, if I could, but I think he's a magician. He's probably the best player we've got on the pitch. And I think he will really want to do it for himself and want to do it for us. So I think we are really talking about a player that is just going to be seething, right? He's been away from action for 3 games, so he'll really want to come and prove himself at the biggest stage. So I think it's just going to be exciting, right? Having him in the middle is like cheese.
Yeah. There you go, Bruno. And imagine Bruno scored a winning goal in the 91st minute, man. I tell you something, right? The place, it'd be like an earthquake if he does that as well, by the way. But I'll be at Wembley as well. I'll probably feel it an hour, by the way. Do you know what I mean? But let's be real, right? I mean, with Bruno, you know what he's all about. He just gives that extra dimension in midfield. We badly missed him for the last 3 games, I can't lie. Our midfield is not as strong without him. He can take the game. We know what it's all about here. And this guy is a big game player, and he will relish it on Sunday.
No, absolutely, and all the more reason because Casemiro isn't playing. Right?
He's playing on Sunday.
Is he playing on Sunday?
He's playing on Sunday.
I thought he's serving. The 3rd game is the game against us. For some reason, I got my calculations wrong then. I think either which way, right? Either which way, I think usually tournament. Big games, finals, right? It's won in the central midfield, and I think between ours and theirs, I think we've got the best central midfielder on current form, which is Bruno Guimaraes. Right. So I think having him would definitely change the dynamic in which how we play. And we've been very slow. We've been very unimaginative in the games that he's not played. Right. Him coming back into the fold just gives us that that jump in our midfield that we want.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you know what it is, right? I mean, for me, he's the best midfielder, from my opinion, for a long time. I see some great midfielders play for Newcastle. Gary Speed, right? God rest his soul. David Batty, awesome. Do you know what I mean? We have some cracking ones as well. But this guy tops a lot. Let's be real. And he is an absolute class. I also wanted him for a year. We wanted him in 24 hours. We got him. So... and that's why I also did not get Champions League football. Sorry, Guna fans. I know you are, but there you go. Bruno today wants Sunday to be start of his legacy journey with Newcastle. Leslie, kind words. You're absolutely correct there. And I hope it's the case. And there's no way he's going to Real Madrid anytime soon. I think Bruno has said in an interview he wants to be historic for us. What a player. Loving just to see him as ASM. Truls. You know what it is, right? Without Bruno, right, pound for pound, is the best signing of 35-36 million quid. That is absolute steal. But only worry I have with Bruno, but I love the bits. He has to play for 3 weeks. I just hope he is up for it. Andrew, I do as well. But the thing is, right, I mean, I know it's not easy getting back in after a 3-game ban. You could be out for a month, could be out for 2, 3, 4 months. You got to ease the guy in. But he'll be up for it, I can guarantee you. Because this guy will tackle, this guy will dictate the game. He could pass the ball, he could shoot as well. And boy, this guy is absolutely amazing. I can't say I'm happy to be at this age. Newcastle Champions League era 94, not seen because it was my born years. Okay, cool. 1-0 to Liverpool. Liverpool just scored, people. Bruno's always up for it. Yes, he is. He's going to be up for it, and I think he will as well because he wants to win this as well. He wants to do it for Newcastle, and this is going to be, like Leslie said, he wants to start his legacy journey as well. So with Bruno, he's definitely going to come in. That's number one. And number two, right? Again, it's going to have to be Joe Linton's got to be in that midfield alongside Sean Longstaff. That's a midfield three. Up front, ASN, Miggy, and Isak as well. So, Truls, thank you very much for becoming a member, my guy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed. And if you'd like to become a member like Truls, it's just 99p. That's all it is. And Bruno will be on fire. I hope he is, and of course he will do. And so, Clone Lad, big up to you, mate. Where is that guest you had on before the Liverpool game? He has set a rocket on Darwin Núñez. That was that was yeah, I know what you mean, man. But listen, I'm not being funny, right? But I think we were magnificent. We played well, didn't we? With 10 men, though, AJ. We did.
No, absolutely. I think it's such a, it's so happy to see our team not buckle down and then literally just let the game go away, right? So I think we were much better with 10 men than when we had hope. So I think and it also shows that we have fighters in the team, we have leaders in the team, people who are not willing to kind of let things just go away. I think all of these guys are willing to put their hands up and work for the team. And I can't tell you our midfield that day would have run the most I've seen us run. And Sean Longstaff that day was brilliant, right? Him and Joe Linton, they literally covered every blade of grass, not just once, twice. So you feel so proud of the team. All right, and I think that's such a sea change from what it was a year or so ago. So yeah, I think I couldn't have asked for anything better. I know we lost 2-0, but I think we were the better team for large parts of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you had some chances. Isak turned shot, ASM pushed over Alisson. You made a save from Wiggin and Wilson as well. I'm not being funny, but Alisson's man of the match. I can't lie.
Yeah, for sure.
He was man of the match, so I call you Mal. Let's be real, because at the end of the day, when you're having chances, just kind of tapping. That's the thing. And if you can get like an elite striker in future years, right? So like Victor Osimhen for Napoli, someone like him, I think you've got a great chance of doing something. But I don't think they're always going to appear. I think, me personally, I think to go for a younger striker like Højlund as well for Atalanta. Get him in. He's only 20, you know? He's
absolutely. I think the only difference between us and them was they were clinical in the 2-3 chances that they got. That's it. They were, all across the pitch, they were very poor. It's just there was 2 to 3 moments that when they had it, they took it. I think that's what quality players bring in, right? It's all right for Eddie to kind of do his best, work his magic with the players that we have got, but it always takes special players to be there, tuned in to get when they get an opportunity to put it away. So, like you said, we should be going big in the forward areas this summer. We should.
Absolutely. We need a left back, another CDM, and we need a winger as well. And then could do a centre back as well, by the way, to as cover a young centre back. But we should see on that one in future years. Doon's back on 1-0. Doon, brilliant. And Bruno will lift the whole team, in my opinion. That's Leslie, absolutely right. So that is Bruno discussed. And I mean, if I'm done, we should have 2 more there. Get rid of that one.
Yep.
And the next one's going to be that Man United are relying on Rashford too much of late. Look, Rashford has been on fire for Man United, right? Casemiro has been fantastic. Take those two out of the game, right? Then United would be a normal side. It's just been an ordinary team. I know Bruno Fernandes is quality on this day, but and Vegas, let's be real. I think Botman and Fabian Shearer look after him. I've got no qualms to that at all whatsoever. So, do you think Man United are relying on Rashford too much?
They are, but I think if you recollect the game that we had at Old Trafford a month or so ago, right? I think Trippier did well to keep him quiet. I think he played that game. I think Trippier did really well to keep him quiet. So I don't think that side is going to be a problem because with Trippier and Sean Longstaff covering Rashford. I think it's on the other side, right? If someone like, I don't know who's going to play on the other side, if it's going to be Sancho or I don't think Anthony is fit. So it's going to be Sancho or any of the young players. I really worry for Dan Burn because they might overload the other side, right, and try to kind of create opportunities. And we saw when Dan Burn had to do most of his work by himself the other day against Liverpool. There are moments that he's little slow to catch up. I think that might work against us. I think it's on that side that I worry, but not on this side. They are reliant on Rashford, but I think we shouldn't be able to negate his threat to large parts of the game, for large parts of the game, rather.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? So I like Dan Burn, right? Don't get us wrong. After he played, I think, a left back, but off late, right? I just don't think he's been good enough. I mean, against Bournemouth, he gave the ball away. He gave the ball away a couple of times, yeah. Then they got done against West Ham when he decided to duck his head for Paquetá to score for that corner kick, right? I think he's going to be under pressure. I think they're going to target that side. They're going to give the balls to Sancho. You mentioned that as well. Give it to him as well, so he can run it down. Burn. We see how he does to that. Look, at the end of the day, I've got to get behind the guy. Let's be real. And
I love the guy. To be honest, I love him to bits. Right? It's so amazing to have two Geordie lads in as a part of the setup. Like when we lift the cup, to have two Geordie lads in there lifting the cup, it's amazing. But I think it's just a point of weakness, and we have to somehow work around it. I know Target has played a game or two for the under-21s, right? But I don't think he's going to be ready enough to start. But maybe I think somewhere down the line, if we see them if we take the lead and they are coming back at us, somehow I think we need to kind of swap things around at the 60th or 65th minute to bring in Target to make sure that we negate some of these things.
Very interesting. I think they will put pressure on. I think they're going to target that side. But at the end of the day, I think the midfield is going to be crucial. And going through Clone Lad as well, I think we need an early goal against United on Sunday. We missed chance of 0-0 again against Liverpool. It could have been a very different game. Absolutely, man. Sorry, Simmons, I don't understand what you mean. I have to agree there. Sorry. Dan Burn will be targeted by Sancho Fernandez at the weekend. Need Big Joe to drop back and help him. You know what it is? So that's a good call because they need Joe Linton to drop and help Hoot, which he's capable of doing. Yeah, double up on him like we did against Arsenal. We double up on Saka, right? People say we were boring that day. We weren't boring. We played good football as well, but Arsenal played the better football, to be fair. But we need to we have to work as a team, play as a team, because what they want us to do, they want us to be open so United can exploit that. Do you know what I mean? And we're not going to make it easier. What we got to do, though, AJ, we got to keep the ball. We got to keep the ball better. We got to use it better, distribute it better, and then hopefully we can get somewhere.
No, absolutely, John. I think that's where the previous point that you mentioned, Bruno coming back, he'll help us do all of those things. All right. With Bruno, we are so much more confident in possession. We win back the ball quicker. So all of those things, all right, that you said that you want us to do, I think just putting him in the middle will give us that option. And I also think they'll try and kind of have Weghorst slightly draw away, like what he's been doing the last few games, draw slightly deeper, and then have two, just like what Kane's been doing at Tottenham, where he lets Son and Kulusevski run on both sides, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be the same setup. And that's where I think if we take the same game that I remember how we played against Tottenham when we went there in October or November, if we kind of use the same tactics where we have two pivots instead of one, right, and then break really fast, be very quick in transition, I think we should be really good going into the game.
Absolutely. Liverpool 2-0 up, by the way, guys. Mo Salah got Liverpool's second goal, so it's Liverpool 2, Madrid 0. But one thing I'm going to say, that doesn't look good for Newcastle neither, because I can see Liverpool going to go on a run. If they go on a run, we're not made top 4. We're not made Champions League. And drawn too many games, haven't won since Fulham.
Yep.
And apparently, Kotar's passed the ball straight to Salah. You can't do that. You cannot do that, man. Cannot. It's like, you know what? Thanks very much. Help yourself, people. Help yourselves. Because I'll tell you something, right? Ancelotti will be absolutely peed off for that. I'm telling you. But Tino's Liverpool, it is what it is. So Rashford has been on fire under Ten Hag. And I tell you what, we need to nullify that as well if we are going to win the game. I think we can, right? He'll be play on the left-hand side. And I think Trippier's job's to do that. But again, I think Miggy need to come out and help as well. Because they're going to be on the left side. Miggy's got to come out and help out Kieran Trippier. Because he'll demand that. Do that. Nullify the wings. Dominate in midfield. I think you've got a great chance here.
No, absolutely, John. I think Miggy, I don't know if you've actually watched some of their games. They tend to start out slightly on the, what do you call it, the left center midfield area, but there's so much of interchange between Shaw, Christian Eriksen when he played, and Rashford, those quick passes and then putting the ball over the right back's head and Rashford running at it, right? Mm-hmm. Miggy will make sure that Shaw doesn't have those spaces, right? So I think it's going to be amazing to have that cover, have the work rate of Miggy, really kind of putting pressure on Shaw right from the get-go.
Absolutely, totally agree. But I'll tell you, I'd love to do a tactics show. I'd love to do a tactics show. Do that one day on my content. That'd be amazing if I did that, a tactics show. I'll probably do that next season as well. Going for someone who's Trippier, best Ols, and Tottenham, Atletico, and Newcastle. Yeah, they talk about Trippier as well. But Trippier's playing good. If you have a look at, if we go to the next topic, the last topic as well. I mean, look, you got players in that team. You got Bruno's a winner, Trippier's a winner. Yeah, you got Sven Botman's a winner, won the French league with Lille. Yeah, he's a winner, and we got some good players there at the club, man. And if they put that winning mentality, then I think Newcastle will probably win the whole lot. But you got to be confident, because do you think this Man United team are a good team? Do you think it's the best Man U team, or do you think it's still poor?
I think it's still poor. They're there for the taking. I think they're just run in a run, right? And we've seen this far too often with them. They go on these runs in the second half of the season and they think they're world beaters, and then it comes crashing down July, August the next season, right? It's just that they're a momentum team. They have these string of results, and like what one of the comments mentioned, the referees assist them as much as they can. They don't, and freakily enough, they don't have injuries towards the end of the season. In some of the seasons that I've been watching them, so it's like crazy, right? So they're just a momentum team. I think that's how they have been. Whether this momentum carries into the next season, and if Erik ten Hag is able to build a team or not, we don't know. But I think we should be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think this United team is not a great team. This is not a Man U team that's got Mark Hughes up front, Robin van Persie. This you got Ruud van Nistelrooy, Brian Robson, Roy Keane, right? There's none of that, yeah? This team's for the taking. I don't think it's a great United team. They're about, I think, a 4 or 5 more year away for being a great team. I'm telling you, that's why they've not won the title. They have not won the title since 2013, and they have not won the Champions League, right? Since 2008. Is it 2008 or something like that? But I tell you something.
8 or 9, I think Ronaldo's last season, right? So
yeah, when John Toon missed a penalty as well, if I remember this correctly. But there's been a couple of finals, but at the minute they need a goalkeeper. I mean, David here, I know he's a canny keeper, but they need a world-class keeper. They need a world-class defender and a world-class striker. Yeah, Varane's too injury prone, right? Harry Maguire, I tell you what, he ain't good enough. Lindelof is just average, I'm not going to lie, right? Luke Shaw is getting there, right? Dalot ain't that great. I mean, they're back 4. I don't think they're great at all. I mean, Martinez, right? What is he, 6 foot? What is he, 5'9", 5'10", right?
5 for 10,
We need Isak up front for his height and pace ability as well.
No, I think for the same reason that you mentioned, I would play Wilson, because Wilson is better at winning those headers and retaining the ball. I think Isak is, what I've seen is he likes the ball being played to his feet. All right. Wilson is better at, keeping the ball and bringing others into play. So I would actually play Wilson with Saint-Maximin than Isak, and have Isak come in the second half and then create chaos.
Yeah. Very, very true. Very, very true, man. We go through this commentary, we go to the last statement as well. Sorry, one thing probably not commented on is Joe Linton has a point to prove over Fred this weekend. He will want a Brazil call up against a key rival for a squad place. Like that is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant comment there. And you know what it is, right? I mean, I'm don't know who the Brazilian coach is. They haven't announced it yet, but I tell you something now, right? He wants to be there. This is a big stage for Joe Linton, right? You're going to put a stamp of authority as well on there, right? And the midfield's going to be key, absolutely key. And if Joe Linton dominate Casemiro, dominate him, I tell you something now, right? I think we'll win this. We'll win this game. We've got to dominate him, stop the midfield from them from playing. And I tell you what it is, we'll win the game. We'll win this. And I'm feeling confident every time. Clarky, hi to you, mate. Hope you're okay. So you can come on and eat. But always the next time. So we've done that one on Rashford. And the last one is this one here, driven on by such a long trophyless period. Now, we haven't won a trophy since 1969, right? It's been 54 long years, right, since we won a trophy, right? It's about time that Newcastle United won a trophy, and make yourself a hero. Win this trophy, we go with bigger and better things, man.
No, absolutely. I'd actually slightly change your statement, John, which is to say we are going there with no pressure, right? In the sense that if you put the polls out, 7 out of 10 are going to say that Manchester United are going to win it, right?
Yeah.
We don't have we are not carrying the pressure of having to win this, right? For us, it is the start of something that's going to be an amazing run. So I think that pressure off our backs will let us play and express ourselves better, because United will go into the game wanting to win, wanting to show that, hey, you know what, Erik ten Hag has something to show at the end of the season, right? For us, it's just going to be a party atmosphere. We're just going to go there and enjoy ourselves. And I think that atmosphere, that mentality, that mindset will really be the biggest game changer for us.
Absolutely. Totally agree there. But you know what it is, man. But I just hope he stamps his authority. We'll do it. We'll absolutely do this. Robin won Sunderland 0. Thank you, Gary. 2-1 to Liverpool. Real Madrid got a goal back by Vinny Jr. Wow, some goal as well. What a goal by Madrid. Big up to Richard, by the way, says, come on United. I love Richard a bit, but I'm sorry, mate. This is going to be our time. It's going to be our time. Manchester United, that is. There's only one United, and that's Newcastle. Richard, there you go. Tony's my co-host, by the way, as you know. But he will definitely be back soon. I've got to grab him. I've got to make sure he's not going away with this one. Let's be real. But big up, Tony. Do follow his channel. It's all Black and White TV. Just hit that subscribe button, please. He's doing really, really well. And let's hope he gets 1,000 in a couple of months' time, because he deserves a donation or two. Let's look at this one as well. Should be a good final. Who will we have in goal? Carries. That's who you're going to play, because Nick Pope is banned. There's only one big club in Manchester, and it isn't United. Wow. But we have won 54 right? It's been a long damn time. And let's be real, right? I've got to say this now, right? We are so hell bent on winning the trophy, right? I'm 53. Right, and I'll tell you something now. I can't wait for another 50 odd years, because if you don't win the trophy now, right, it could take another 5 more. Yeah, but I hope it's not the case. But we won the FA Cup in 1955. We won the first cup in 1969. We've been in a couple of cup finals in 98 and 99. We lost both times to Arsenal and Man United.
And the semi-final, if you recollect, where Butt got sent off in the league game prior to that, Butt and Dyer.
Yeah. You're right.
2003,
yeah, 2000. So, You know what it is, right? But we're up for it. I mean, the players going to be up for it. I mean, look, I know a lot of people are saying that we put all eggs on one basket, concentrate on this game. And I tell you what, now we got to win this. We got to win this. Do you know what I mean? That people's going to be questioning. So we put all the eggs in one basket for this game and get beat. Do you know what I mean? But I hope it's not the case. I hope we do it. Yes, massive. Massive. That's what Richard. No, that's fine, Clarky. You're fine. It'll be a good game no matter what happens. Absolutely right. You know what? I'm looking forward to this game. But you know what it is, right? I mean, Bobby Moncur won in 1969. I think it's Jackie Milburn won in 1955, right? I think Bobby Mitchell lifted the trophy, by the way, in 55. I could be wrong. But if he played today, he'd be a hell of a lot of money, that guy, I'm telling you. And you know what it is, right? I mean, it'd be about 80,000 fans, right? Newcastle fans are going to lap it up. And I tell you what, we're going to paint that town, London, black and white. I'm telling you. And I'll be there, by the way. I'll probably be in Trafalgar Square about 3-4 o'clock. But I will keep people posted. And yeah.
We should try and catch up, John. I don't think I'll be able to come to the game, but we should definitely catch up outside.
Absolutely. You going to the match? Are you going to London as well?
Yeah, I am. So I'll be there in London from tomorrow until Sunday.
So you haven't got a ticket?
I haven't got a ticket, but I'm still traveling.
You just go for the atmosphere.
Yep.
Fair enough. That's what it's all about, like, you know, just soak up the atmosphere. Are you going to buy a ticket? Are you going to buy tickets as well?
No, like I said, I had put my name in the ballot. I didn't get a call back. So I phoned in today. They said there's still some allocations that are happening because there have been last minute cancellations. That's what I heard from the box office. So
let me know. Crossed. Please let me know, man. Let me know. And if you get a phone call that says no caller ID, don't ignore it. Answer it.
Okay.
Answer it. Do not ignore it. Answer it. Got me top scarf and flag ready. Yes, Dan. That's what I love about you. Get in, Dan. I thought John's 32. I wish I was flipping 32, my guy. I'm telling you. I don't look my age though, but hey ho. But I'm going to be good on my food this week, by the way, because I'm going to pick myself over in London. Trust us. We haven't players who plays Leicester Dream in Champions League. Well, we're not talking about Leicester. We talk about the Toon. We've been playing well. Barca game on Tuesday doesn't help though. Let's hope, Richard. I mean, you know how much I love you, but I hope it goes to penalties, by the way. 2-2. Is it 2-2 in pens? Looking forward to it, Dan. I really hope Barca get Rashford an injury, Rich Buzz. Nah, come on. Let's not be unkind to Wow. Wow. We have won the championship 3 times. Don't that count in winning something, John, mate? We're talking about the major trophies, where we're talking about major trophies. Yes, it's nice too. And it's 2, by the way, not 3. Yeah. So, listen, at the end of the day, we talk about the FA Cups, the Carabao Cup, the Premier League.
It is 3. It is 3. The time that we got relegated before the Premier League began, we won.
Yes, you're right. Keegan, yes. Sorry, Keegan, yes. Sorry, you're correct. Let's have a look at this one as well. 2 times in it, Danny. That's a 2. Come on, Dan. Good show, John. Mate. Thank you very much, dude. Andy, appreciate that. So sorry, Rich, but would make me dear. Not serious injury, just one that keeps in reach for Sunday. Great show we did last week on Charlie. Yes, Tony, I'm a part of it. Thanks so much indeed. It was blessing the heart. Do check out on Tony's channel. It's all Black and White TV. Check it out. He's got plenty of contents out there, lives and recorded ones as well. And Rashford has been a beast recently. He has indeed. And I'll tell you, if we are going to win the game, we've got a nullified Rashford. If we nullified him, we've got a good chance. And Casemiro as well. So, yeah, I mean, are we going to win a trophy on Sunday, mate?
For sure. Why is this a question even?
I think well, I'm just asking your opinion, though, Jed.
No, absolutely. I think, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
That we have gotten to a final, for me in itself is a trophy. For me in itself is a celebration, right? That they've given us this hope, this whatever we are feeling in the last few days, right? It's special, right? We haven't had this feeling for a long, long time. And for me, that just this hope just this thing that they've done to us. They've given us this, these moments for us to celebrate as fans, right? For me, that is, and I'm already kind of satisfied. And I'm totally, all of us are just going with the mentality, let's go and have fun, all right? On Sunday, I think we for sure will win, but that they have given this hope means so much.
Yeah, it'll be amazing, man. I mean, I don't go to it till Tuesday anyway, so I'll stop it over at Pinner on Sunday night. That's where I'll be stopping, and then I may do a live stream. So I'll take my computer with us as well. May do a live stream as well. Depends what I've done. If I get time or not, you never know.
Not getting sloshed and being on your computer recording.
I don't drink, mate. I don't drink, so don't drink a lot.
Oh God, that makes two of us. I think how rare is it to have two Geordie boys speaking and neither of us drink?
I know. You know what I mean? But nah, I just can't do it, man. I just don't drink. I'm drunk for 37 years as I speak. Wow, tough. It's tough. I've never had this feeling in me. Like most of my life was in the Ashley years. I tell you what, mate. I mean, we moved on from Ashley, by the way. Instead of wishing injury on Rashford, he could be out of the game for the dodgy omelette for breakfast. That's the I like coffee. No, I can't say it. Disrespecting Rich, by the way. But you know what it is, right? It's what it is. Like, we got to concentrate on the game in hand. And if he comes through, great. Cool. If he doesn't come through and he's injured, then you never know. But I think this game, I think Rashford will be fine. I think it's going to be a close game on Thursday night. Let's be real. And just go for this one. I wanted to make Rashford his picky on Sunday, and that's from Dan. Bless you.
Oh my goodness.
Right. So those are the 5 reasons why we think that Newcastle United is going to do the job. We've got others as well, like Lucky down, Valvegos as well. We've got Closing down as well. I think our defence will be fine. The midfield battle as well will be very, very key as well. And the most important thing is the data. We have got better numbers this season. We've got a better defensive record. In fact, their record's one of the best in the Premier League. And the offensive numbers dwarf those posted by the Red Devils. And a lot of people have not said this. We've got a better defensive record. We go toe-to-toe with clubs as well. And let's be real. I mean, I hope that it steers that way, because if we do that, we'll be fine.
No, absolutely, John. I think we have gone 53 minutes and we have not even mentioned Eddie Howe. He's also a big reason, I think, we are here. And I think if we win, I think he's going to be the biggest reason. I think he's so smart. All right. It's totally looking forward to this game, mate.
Absolutely. I think Eddie Howe will be a difference as well. He's got to get his tactics right. He's got to get his team set up right. And he's got to instill the disciplines to the players as well and let them know it's a massive game. Do not force on the occasion, because if you first on the occasion, I'd say like Wembley, when are you ever going to cope with that pressure? It's a massive thing. Play the Wembley. My motto is go and enjoy it. It's as simple as that. So, we're going to wrap on that note. I mean, you say you could do a short show, and I was going to say, so guys, if you like the video, like what you see, hit the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Super chats are still open, and members is still open as well. Thanks to Truls for becoming a member. And Ajay, where can you find you, my guy, on your socials, please?
It is AJAW_. You can find me on Twitter. Yeah, I'm there all the time. So great stuff. I think for all that you know, the next time we speak, we could be champions. How's that for you?
Absolutely, my guy. Absolutely. I mean, you know what? I've got to do a fans phone show tomorrow night. I think that'll be at 7 o'clock. And on Thursday, I think I'm on Macy's channel on Thursday for a Carling Cup preview. She'll be on mine on Friday. I'll be on Sonia's channel 5:30. She's a big United fan. I'll be on the channel as well. So I'm going to be quite busy for a couple of days. And I know people's asking us all the time, which is fantastic. You know, if I can get them in, cool, then I will give it a shot as well. I've got Leslie as well. Thank you very much, Leslie. It was odd that didn't have Ten Hag rated his defense in his press conference. Surely that's a behind closed doors. Exactly. Do you know what it is, right? I mean, he just opened a can of worms there. Let's be real, right? They played it for us as well. Thanks everyone in the chat. Thanks John and EJ. Thank you very much indeed, Leslie. She is absolutely amazing, and she's doing a cracking job on me sure as well. Thank you so much indeed. And let's go. That's better. So don't go away, guys. I'm going to chat to you backstage as well, and I'll be back tomorrow for the fans forum. Sure, I think it'll be 7 o'clock for the fans forum. Sure, so please join for that. You want to come and have your say? Let me know, and I'll get you in. And until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Until then, don't go in, and let's have this one from Leslie. Here's a like, subscribe. Thank you so much, Leslie, again. And until then, thanks so much indeed. Don't go away, AJ, and take care. It is a goodbye.
Goodbye.